Yes, it's true. Tesla has stopped making the Cybertruck and is asking all owners to return them. This unexpected decision came without any warning or explanation. Over 28,000 customers are now left confused and looking for answers, and the whole auto industry is buzzing with speculation. The Cybertruck, once promoted as Elon Musk's most futuristic and durable creation, is now being removed from roads around the world. People are beginning to wonder, was the Cybertruck ever safe to drive, or has Tesla been hiding a serious problem? When Elon Musk first showed the Cybertruck on November 21, 2019, at Tesla's design studio in California, it was a huge event. The sharp-edged truck, made of tough stainless steel and armored glass, was supposed to be stronger than a Ford F-150, faster than a Porsche 911, and nearly indestructible. Musk even said it was bulletproof. But during the launch, Tesla's head of design accidentally shattered the supposedly unbreakable window on stage. That embarrassing moment hinted that maybe the truck wasn't as tough as it seemed. Still, people were excited. Over 250,000 pre-orders came in just a week after the launch. The base model was priced at $39,900, but more advanced versions cost over $80,000, some even more than $100,000. Over the years, Musk kept teasing fans with new features like 4-motor all-wheel drive, rear-wheel steering, solar panels, and even the idea of the truck working in water. But production delays kept pushing back the launch. Although Tesla promised the truck in late 2021, the first deliveries didn't happen until November 30, 2023, at the Gigafactory in Texas, 4 years after its reveal. By mid-2023, more than 2 million people had pre-ordered the Cybertruck. It was expected to shake up both the electric vehicle and pickup markets. Tesla claimed its production process was unlike anything the auto industry had seen before. But behind the hype, problems began to surface. Many customers experienced software bugs, steering and braking issues, and battery problems. The dream started falling apart quickly. In early May 2025, Cybertrucks started disappearing from roads quietly. Then on May 19, 2025, Tesla officially informed the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration (NHTSA) that it was recalling 28,193 Cybertrucks. The reason was a dangerous issue with the accelerator pedal. A foam pad inside could move out of place and cause the pedal to get stuck, making the truck speed up uncontrollably. Several drivers shared frightening dashcam videos showing their trucks accelerating without warning. One truck even crashed through a fence in Texas, though no one was hurt. But Tesla didn't just stop there. They also shut down Cybertruck production in all their factories, including the one in Texas. Though the public reason was engineering reassessments, internal sources said there might be a major design problem that quality control missed. Rushing production and relying too much on software updates may have led to serious safety risks. Industry experts didn't take this lightly. Tesla's stock value dropped, and trust in the brand hit an all-time low. The recall is now one of the most expensive in electric vehicle history, possibly costing Tesla over $2 billion. That doesn't include lawsuits or payments to angry customers. For many fans, the big question isn't when the Cybertruck will return, it's whether it should return at all. On May 19, 2025, Tesla quietly told NHTSA they were recalling Cybertrucks sold in the US since late 2023. However, inside sources revealed the problem was global. Over 46,000 trucks were affected in places like Canada, Europe, Mexico, and the UAE. The problem came from a foam piece used in the gas pedal, which could slip and jam the pedal in the full throttle position. This wasn't a long-term wear issue either. A leaked document showed Tesla knew about this risk back in January 2024. Yet, they kept making the trucks for over a year without telling the public or fixing the issue. Tesla's silence made things worse. There was no press conference, no statement from Musk, and no detailed explanation. Customers just got a short email telling them to stop using the truck and bring it to a service center. No one was told how or when it would be fixed, or if they would get a refund or help. Cybertruck owners were left in the dark. Many shared stories on social media of their trucks being towed away or being unable to get help from Tesla. Some had spent over $90,000 on these vehicles, only to be told to stop driving them. They still had to make monthly payments on trucks they couldn't use. A group of owners in Texas even filed a lawsuit against Tesla for emotional stress and breach of contract. More legal actions may follow. The official recall notice on NHTSA's site was also vague. It didn't mention the foam pad or when Tesla found the issue. Safety groups and politicians are now asking whether Tesla waited to issue the recall just to protect its financial results. On May 20th, just one day after the recall, Tesla stopped all production at the Giga Texas factory. This sudden shutdown affected over 2,000 workers and caused delays in other parts of Tesla's operations. Over $400 million worth of unfinished Cybertrucks and materials are now sitting unused. In China, Tesla also stopped Cybertruck promotions and closed showrooms. Musk, who usually posts a lot online, hasn't directly addressed the recall. Instead, he's been posting about unrelated topics like SpaceX and artificial intelligence. This event is not just a small problem. It's a major disaster for Tesla. What was supposed to be the future of trucks is now Tesla's biggest mistake. On May 20, 2025, the Texas factory where the Cybertruck was built suddenly shut down in the middle of the workday. Workers were told to stop everything and attend a meeting. Production lines were stopped, and robots were shut off. Tesla later confirmed the pause but gave no reason or date for when things would start again. This is a huge setback. Tesla had spent over $1 billion expanding the Texas plant to make more Cybertrucks. At its peak, over 20,000 people worked there. Now many of those jobs are at risk. Some workers have already been laid off. The problem has spread globally. In Germany, Tesla's factory cancelled orders for Cybertruck parts. Workers were told to stop preparations for the truck's European launch. In China, shipments of batteries and computer chips were stopped, and more than $170 million in parts are now in storage. Even Tesla's research center in Nevada, which was working on Cybertruck batteries, has stopped those projects. A joint project with Panasonic was also shut down, even though it had just received government funding. This isn't just a pause in production. It may be a sign that Tesla is stepping back from the Cybertruck entirely. The difference between the excitement at the truck's launch and the silence today is shocking. The future Tesla once promised is now on hold, and it's unclear if the Cybertruck will ever come back. In December 2023, Elon Musk held a special event at Tesla's Giga Texas factory to officially launch the Cybertruck. He personally handed over the first 10 trucks to customers and proudly talked about their bulletproof exoskeletons and how they would beat all other trucks in driving range. On that same day, Tesla's stock rose by 13.2%, the biggest one-day jump since 2020. But now, things have taken a serious turn for the worse. Since May 19th, when a major recall was announced, Tesla's stock has dropped by nearly 31%, wiping out more than $270 billion in value and making many investors very worried. Analysts at Morgan Stanley no longer believe Tesla can meet its goal of producing 250,000 Cybertrucks in 2025. They say production could even fall to zero if a fix isn't found by the third quarter of the year. This pause in production is the most severe in Tesla's 21-year history. Not even the Model 3 production problems in 2018, which caused long delays and required building cars by hand, were this bad. Back then, Tesla still kept going. Now, everything has come to a stop. What was supposed to be Tesla's most ambitious project, a futuristic, sharp-edged truck designed to change the pickup market, has turned into the company's biggest weakness. Tesla's manufacturing system is not just paused, it's broken. And as time passes, the silence from company leaders is only making things worse. The impact has been felt inside the company and in public. Internally, Tesla is dealing with a massive supply chain failure. According to leaked internal messages published by Business Insider on May 21, 2025, Tesla has over $200 million worth of Cybertruck-specific parts just sitting unused. These include special stainless steel panels, advanced air suspension parts, and 4,680 battery packs. All of these are now stored in warehouses across the US, China, and Germany. The Lathrop megafactory in California, which was redesigned in 2023 to help with Cybertruck parts and logistics, has also come to a standstill. Third-party companies that handle shipping, like Flexport and Maersk, have shipments stuck in place. Some shipping containers are even sitting at ports in Long Beach and Rotterdam without being moved. This mess is affecting Tesla's suppliers too. Novelis, a company that supplies aluminum for the truck's outer shell, said on May 22 that its $35 million agreement with Tesla is now under review. Samsung SDI, which makes the truck's high-density batteries, has paused production until it gets clearer information from Tesla's Fremont headquarters. Other companies that provide software and hardware, like Nvidia, whose AI chips help with Tesla's self-driving technology, have gone quiet. Tesla was planning to deliver more than 58,000 Cybertrucks by July 2025, but that supply chain is now completely broken. At the same time, customers are having their own problems. From Toronto to Berlin, Tesla service centers are flooded with upset owners who want to return their Cybertrucks. Many locations are not ready to deal with so many people at once. A news report from NBC showed long lines outside Tesla's Brooklyn service center, with Cybertrucks stretching for more than 5 blocks. Some people said they waited over 6 hours just to talk to someone. Staff had little to offer other than a generic pamphlet that told owners to stop driving their trucks and return them for safety checks. There were no repair timelines, no replacement vehicles, and no word on refunds. In Phoenix, one customer, Luis Ramirez, said in an interview that it felt like Tesla had disappeared after taking his money. He paid $91,000 for his truck and still didn't know what was wrong with it. That lack of clear communication has made customers even angrier, especially online. On social media platform X, formerly Twitter, hashtags like Cyberjoke, Tesla Recallgate, and Elon Explain began trending worldwide just hours after the recall was announced. A popular tech YouTuber, Marques Brownlee, posted that the situation was worse than a software bug. It was a complete hardware failure. His post got over 3.2 million views in just 2 days. Many people now believe that Tesla treated early Cybertruck buyers as test subjects without properly warning them. The financial damage is huge. Morgan Stanley says that the recall and shutdown could cost Tesla $2.6 billion in direct losses by the end of the third quarter of 2025, and that doesn't even include legal costs or damage to Tesla's brand. Several law firms, including Hoggins Berman and Gerard Sharp, have filed lawsuits on behalf of Cybertruck owners. These lawsuits claim that Tesla misled customers with promises about the truck's toughness, safety, and advanced design. These claims are now being looked at very closely in court. Right now, Tesla has no clear recovery plan. The company's app tells owners to stop driving their Cybertrucks and return them. Online car resellers like Carvana and Shift Technologies have completely removed the vehicle from their websites because of safety concerns. Tesla, once seen as unstoppable, is now facing what some are calling its biggest crisis ever. So what went wrong? Internal documents from Tesla's Giga Texas plant reveal that engineers began raising serious concerns during crash tests in January and February 2025. They found that the Cybertruck's unique steel body was reacting badly in crash simulations. The steel was too stiff and didn't absorb impact well, and important parts of the structure, like where the roof met the pillars, were coming apart. In one test on January 27, 2025, the truck failed a federal crash safety test. Engineers also found that the sharp design of the truck caused uneven force during rollovers, increasing the chance of the roof collapsing. These safety problems were written up in a 17-page report called Project Hexagram, sent to Tesla's quality team on February 2, 2025. The report said the truck didn't have proper crumple zones and that its steel body didn't deform safely in crashes. It recommended stopping deliveries and redesigning the front end. But the warnings were ignored. Internal emails show that executives wanted to stick to the first quarter delivery schedule and were more focused on keeping Tesla's reputation strong than on fixing safety issues. There were also problems with the truck's self-driving sensors, especially around the back of the vehicle. Engineers said it was hard to align the sensors properly because of the way the truck was built. These concerns were also pushed aside. After the truck was released, Problems showed up quickly. On March 22, a Cybertruck crashed into a Ford F-150 in Temecula, California. The Ford protected its driver, but the Cybertruck's cabin bent in a way that caused serious injuries to its passengers. By April 3, Tesla had received 417 reports of Cybertruck accidents, 82 of which involved damage to the passenger area, even at low speeds. Experts believe Tesla was already preparing for a recall by April 10, even though it was still saying publicly that the truck was safe. The root of the problem was Tesla's decision to stick with the Cybertruck's radical design. The steel alloy they used looked great and didn't rust easily, but it was far too rigid for a vehicle that needs to protect passengers. The way Tesla glued and laser welded the truck's parts together also failed under cold conditions or repeated stress. Some engineers said they were told not to raise concerns. One former crash test analyst said Tesla was focused on delivering trucks, not on safety. The Giga Texas factory was working around the clock to build 40,000 trucks in the first quarter, skipping some quality checks to keep up. In hindsight, what was supposed to be bold innovation now looks like a clear case of poor decision-making under pressure. By April 2025, outside crash testing confirmed Tesla's internal fears. Independent labs showed that the truck's design failed basic safety tests. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration (NHTSA) said the truck posed serious safety risks and launched a deeper investigation. Tesla's lawyers advised stopping all production and deliveries, warning that the company could face billions in legal costs, regulatory fines, and even criminal charges. The most damaging part of the legal case is that Tesla seemed to know about the problems and did nothing. That could lead to accusations of willful negligence, which is much more serious than an honest mistake. Tesla might also face punishment from the US government, like losing tax credits or being banned from selling in certain markets. The Securities and Exchange Commission is looking into whether Tesla told investors the truth about the safety issues and the recall's impact. Advocacy groups are calling for full transparency. Some experts warn that Tesla's stock could drop even further. Some fear it could lose all its value if things don't turn around. Tesla's reputation is now at risk. The Cybertruck was supposed to be a symbol of everything Tesla stood for: bold design, cutting-edge tech, and powerful electric performance. It had over 200,000 reservations at one point. But the recall now raises questions about whether Tesla is moving too fast and ignoring important safety standards. Some say this is not just one mistake but a sign of deeper problems inside the company. Problems like overworked staff, poor quality control, and a culture where employees are afraid to speak up. Tesla still has a chance to fix things. It could admit its mistakes, offer refunds, and rebuild the truck with safety in mind. But so far it hasn't said much, and that silence is making things worse. What was once the most exciting electric truck on the market is now seen as a major failure, and Tesla is under pressure from customers, regulators, and investors to act quickly. If it doesn't, this could be the moment that defines the company's future, for better or worse.